Hi, my name is Liz. I'm going to be doing a first grade lesson today. I have an ELL student in my class who speaks Spanish. So for that student, I'm going to have the Spanish subtitles on the board here and under the video, of course. And for the activity, I'm going to have the Spanish words underneath the English words on this side. And then I'm also going to have, for the checklist, I'm going to have the Spanish words under the English words as well. So before I would start my lesson, I would tell the students good morning and ask how they were for the day. So I would tell them that we're going to do something really special today for the activity on the board, but we're going to wait till the end to do it because we're going to learn about the parts of the body first and the functions. So we're going to do that by singing and dancing to a really fun song. So here we go.
Parts of my body from my head to my toes, I'm gonna move each body part and say it. Here we go. These are the parts of my body from my head to my toes, I'm gonna move each body part and say it. Here we go. I move my head. I move my eyes. I move my nose. I move my ears. I move my mouth. I move my neck. I move my shoulders. I move my stomach. These are the parts of my body from my head to my toes. I'm gonna move each body part and say it. Here we go. These are the parts of my body from my head to my toes. I'm gonna move each body part and say it. Here we go. I move my arms. I move my elbows. I move my hands. I move my fingers. I move my legs. I move my knees. I move my feet. I move my toes. These are the parts of my body from my head to my toes. I'm gonna move each body part and say it. Here we go. These are the parts of my body from my head to my toes. I'm gonna move each body part and say it. Here we go. I move my head. I move my eyes. I move my nose. I move my ears. I move my mouth. I move my neck. I move my shoulders. I move my stomach. I move my arms. I move my elbows. I move my hands. I move my fingers. I move my legs. I move my knees. I move my feet. I move my toes. These are the parts of my body from my head to my toes. I'm gonna move each body part and say it. Here we go.
Okay, then I would tell the students to take a seat and we're going to get started on activity today. So we're going to learn about each body part. So we heard it in the song, we heard our head, eyes, nose, ears, mouth, neck, shoulders, stomach, arms, elbows, hands, fingers, legs, knees, feet, and toes. So I would go over and ask the students about each function of the body. So I would ask them if they know what their head does, what their eyes do, what their nose does, and see if they knew. But if not, we're going to learn in the lesson today anyway. So I would hand out the matching activity that we have here. And as you can see, it has on this side has all the images on the worksheet, and it has on this side the English version on top and the Spanish version on the bottom. So I would hand that out and I would walk around the classroom, make great observations of the students and help them and give them any feedback they needed whatsoever to see if they needed help or if they needed explanation of the functions of the body or they could even talk to a friend next to them if they needed to. For my ELL student, I would make sure I would use visuals for them, and they could even talk to a peer as well. So to check the activity, I would have the students raise their hand, and as they would come up, as I would pick them and come up, they would come up and place the body part on next to the parts of the body on the board. So we are going to do that today. So we have our head. Our head helps us to think in school and use our brains to learn. So our head, I would ask the students where they think the head would go, or if someone could come up and put it on the board. So our head goes up top. Next, I would have the eyes. The eyes. We use our eyes to see things and make observations and see people who we are talking to and everything like that. So I'm going to put the eyes on. Next, I would ask someone to either come up, or I would ask them where they would think they would go. Or I could even have a student point to them on the board. Come up and point to the eyes itself. So the eyes. I'm going to draw a line to the eyes. Next, we would have the nose. What do you think our nose does? And I would ask that to the students and have them answer the question. Our nose is used for smelling. It's one of our 5 senses that we learned about earlier. And it helps us to smell things and also helps us to taste sometimes. The smell encounters the taste. So we're going to put that there. And draw a line to the nose. Next, we have our mouth. Our mouth helps us to taste things, to help us chew and swallow our food. And yes, I would have a student come up to the board and put this next to where the word belongs. And draw a line to the mouth. Our ears. Our ears help us to listen to people and to listen in school, right? So we're going to put the ears here. And draw a line to the ears. Our neck helps us support our head. So I would have the students either raise their hand and tell me where the neck goes, or pick a student and have them come up to the board. Neck and draw a line. Then I would have shoulders. Our shoulders help us move our arms, which help us lift things. We'll get to help us lift things, right? Our shoulders. Next, we have our hands. Our hands help us pick up things, wave to people, and they help us sometimes. We raise our hands in school, right? Put that there. And draw a line. Then we have our legs. Our legs help us walk, run, jog, they help us get places where we need to be, right? So our legs help us walk. And lastly, we have our feet. Our feet are the support of our body, right? We stand on our feet, we use those to get around as well. So we like to call those the base of our body. And they are down here. So I have all the students, after they're finished, to make sure that they have all the parts labeled matched on the matching sheet. And as a class, we're going to go over the answers. So I would point to the part of the word and point to the body part on my body. Head, eyes, mouth, nose, ears, neck, hands, shoulders, legs, and feet. After that, as a class, I would make sure they understand the parts of the body, and for one last time, I'm going to have the class listen to the song and dance again and have them point out vocabulary that they learned today in class in the video.
These are the parts of my body from my head to my toes. I'm gonna move each body part and say, here we go. These are the parts of my body from my head to my toes. I'm gonna move each body part and say it. Here we go. I move my head. I move my eyes. I move my nose. I move my mouth. Ears. I move my mouth. I move my neck. I move my shoulders. I move my stomach. These are the parts of my body from my head to my toes. I'm gonna move each body part and say it. Here we go. These are the parts of my body from my head to my toes. I'm gonna move each body part and say it. Here we go. I move my arms. I move my elbows. I move my hands. I move my fingers. I move my legs. I move my knees. I move my feet. I move my toes. These are the parts of my body from my head to my toes. I'm gonna move each body part and say it. Here we go. These are the parts of my body from my head to my toes. I'm gonna move each body part and say it. Here we go.
So I have the class sit down, and I would tell them that next week we're going to learn how each body part moves and even some more specific body parts for our body. All right? So thank you, and bye.